Hi, my name is Mike Manson and I'm a sales representative at Simon Lucas Mitsubishi on the North Shore. Today I'm going to be focusing on the Mitsubishi ASX XLS, the facelift model. And I'm going to be focusing a little bit on the exterior of the vehicle, the interior, and we're going to be doing a little test drive. The reason I want to focus on the Mitsubishi ASX XLS is because it's our smallest SUV in our range, but very, very popular because it definitely appeals to all demographics. So I'm talking about students, to married couples, to retired folks. One of the big pluses with Mitsubishi is that we offer our 10 5-year warranty. So that is a 10-year, 160,000 kilometer powertrain warranty, the transmission, plus a 5-year, 130,000 kilometer new car warranty, as well as a 5-year, 130,000 kilometer roadside assist. Right, let's focus on the styling of this beautiful car. The first thing I want to point out is the bonnet. So what Mitsu's done, and they've been very clever at this, is we've got these ridges that come down here and they're slightly raised. And that what that does is when you're sitting inside the motor vehicle, you can actually get a really clear picture of where your bonnet starts and where it finishes. The other fantastic thing they've done is we have got chrome inserts here with a really, really nice piano black finish up here. The Mitsu logo very prominent, and of course a lovely honeycomb grille. These over here are your LED daytime running lights, and I think that's key on cars today. With the Mitsubishi ASX, when you start the vehicle up, these come on automatically. So irrespective of what the weather is, these will be on. So you're going to be extremely visible from the front and oncoming traffic. So if color's always been a bit of an issue, you know, like, oh, yeah, gray blends in with the road, don't worry about it. This is going to eliminate that problem for you. Let's talk about the side angle or the side view of the Mitsubishi ASX. I think this is really what brings this whole car together, right? We've got 18-inch alloys with a chrome and black finish, and this really ties the front into the side of the vehicle. The other thing is we've got these beautiful black wheel arch trims that is linked up on the side and then runs through at the bottom and around to the other side. The other really, really good thing, I was talking about the bonnet earlier on, but what they've gone and done, the lines continue up the side here. So it really gives this car that nice stance and just seems complete from the front to the back. Not to mention our tints. And the other nice thing is for passengers, we've still got a really nice wide window at the back and the front and your side mirrors, which we'll probably pick up on the test drive. Let's talk about the rear styling of the Mitsubishi ASX. Let's start from here. Firstly, we've got a shark fin aerial at the top, which is color-coded with the vehicle. We then move on to this beautiful spoiler, which just seems to tie the whole car in together. What Mitsubishi's been very clever at here, we've got a rear tinted window, but it's the size of the window. It's actually extremely wide and it's deep. So visibility, if you're reversing or looking in your rearview mirror, is always going to be key. We've also run with a nice chrome finish over here with a very prominent Mitsubishi logo. And then what have they done to tie the front, the side, in with the rear of the car? Well, they've been very clever here. So we've got this beautiful plastic finish over here. Then we've got this carbon fiber look that runs over here with the rear reflectors. And I tell you something, they have nailed it on the design of this car. Right, I've spoken a little bit about or touched base on the exterior styling of the Mitsubishi ASX. What I want to focus on now is the interior. But where Mitsubishi's been very, very clever is the utilization or the layout within the interior of the Mitsubishi. The length of the vehicle is 4.365 meters, but look how they've utilized the space. Firstly, on the boot, we've got a little soft touch button here. If I open that up, opens up with ease, okay? In the boot here, if you have a look here, we have got storage of 393 liters. That's the volume, okay? That's with the seats up. So if you're going for a game of golf, going on a holiday, and your luggage, or just doing the run to the shop, etc., you got more than enough space in the back. The great thing is, if I go to the back here and I actually put the seats down, you can see how nice this opens up, nice and flat. And I can do exactly the same on this side because it's a 70-30 split. So that sits very, very flat. The other nice thing is if you're loading anything with a bit of height, all you have to do is remove the parcel shelf. And how you do that, you just unclip it over here and it just slots out of that little groove. One of the really nice things about this awesome Mitsubishi ASX is if I unlock the vehicle, my side mirrors come out. And if I was to lock the vehicle, they go in. So it's always a good system or a good way of telling if your car is locked or unlocked. And also if you're parking in very confined spaces, the fact that they fold in is exceptional. But let's have a look at the my seating arrangements. So if I was to get into the ASX, because comfort's important, door opens nice and wide, I can swing my legs around and I've got ample space. And I'll tell you something, the seats are unbelievably comfortable. But what about those passengers? Whether it's your kids, whether it's your mom or your dad, or just your mates. Well, let's just have a look here. Door opens up nice and widely again. I can jump in with ease, swing my legs around. Beautiful angle, really comfortable. And once again, I think the glass on the side gives me a really, really good visibility as a passenger. So you're going to have happy little campers in the back. Let's just talk about the interior. And wow, I mean the Mitsubishi ASX XLS, very up to date with its interior styling. We've got beautiful leather trim with high grade cloth finish on the inside with incredible red stitching, which really flows through to the center console of the vehicle as well. So let's just talk a little bit now about the interior layout of the Mitsubishi ASX XLS. Firstly, I think Mitsubishi has done a really good job here because from a driver's point of view, or if you're a passenger, you don't feel claustrophobic. I mean, this is our smallest SUV, but yet, when you're sitting inside, I've got big side mirrors, my windshield's big, my head height is terrific, and I feel at ease and I feel very, very comfortable. I think another big thing is we've got this beautiful 7-inch screen here, which is our SDA system, Apple CarPlay or Android, right? Both phones will work off the system. The beauty is it's also touch button. So there's my home base and I can go into things like FM. I can go into my phone, if you want to pair up a phone or not, my USB, iPod, and we've got various other different settings that we can work on with this vehicle. Your layout over here, very clean, very tidy, beautiful chrome finish. So this is going to be our temperature control. This over here is going to be our fan speed. And this over here is which is our aircon. And this one over here is just going to show what settings you've got your air conditioning running at. We've also got 2 USB ports with a really nice finish over here where your automatic lever is. Running from park into reverse, neutral, drive, and then we've also got a little sports mode if you just want to pick it up a little bit and peppy, and then for those very steep downhills we've got a low rating. So I want to get my seating position right. So I've got a little lever on the right hand side here, and I just want to emphasize again how incredibly comfortable these seats are. But I'm going to pull my lever here because I feel like I need to move up slightly. Terrific. I want to get my steering wheel set properly. So there's a little lever here. I push that down and now I can basically bring my steering wheel in, down. So it's telescopic. So let me get it. Yeah, that's perfect for me, and I'm just going to lock it into place. The other great thing is my cruise control buttons are really nice and visible and actually very easy to utilize, as well as my voice activation, answering a telephone, hanging up a call, or just running through my modes in the car, which is going to be my AM, FM, or Bluetooth audio. And this over here is going to be flicking through your stations, and that's my volume control. As mentioned earlier on, and just once again, I just want to emphasize on the SDA system, which is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So with an Android Auto, you just need to download the Android Auto app, But with Apple, I just put my charge cable into my USB, and this is the screen that arrives, which is really mirroring my phone. I'll show you how easy it is. Let me send a message quickly. Send Michelle Reynolds a message.
What do you want to say?
Hi Michelle, are you enjoying your new ASX?
Your message to Michelle Reynolds says, "Hi Michelle, are you enjoying your new ASX? Ready to send it?"
Yes.
Okay, it's sent.
As easy as that. Now, we've been having a nice video shoot here and a lot of fun, but let's say myself and the cameraman are hungry and we feel like Chinese food. Look at this. I push the talk button. Chinese food.
Okay. What?
Look at that. We've got every single Chinese restaurant here and where they're situated. So let's say I want to go to Chinese Kung Fu Noodle. We tap there and all I'm going to do is push go. It's 12 minutes away. As easy as that. To go back to my main screen, I'm just going to push that button there and we're back to the main screen. As a matter of fact, let's see what's happening in Auckland today. What's the weather like in Auckland today?
It's currently cloudy and 16 degrees in Auckland. Expect mostly clear skies starting in the afternoon. Temperatures are heading down from 17 degrees this morning to 12 tonight.
What have we learned? Keep warm this evening. All right. We've got a message here from Michelle. Let's see what she's got to say. So I'm just going to tap her name.
Michelle Reynolds said, "Love my ASX. Thanks for the great service." Would you like to reply?
No.
Okay.
Now, I've covered how big the back window is and the rear view mirrors, etc. But a really good system here is our backing camera. And I'm just going to kind of explain to you how this works quickly. So if I was to put the car into drive, all right, and I was to, let's say for example, back into a parking bay here, what I'm going to do here is put my car into reverse. And as you can see, a very, very clear picture. And as I'm coming in, and when the red line touches the object or the vehicle behind you, or you're backing up at home, stop. You've still got 30 centimeters, which is more than enough space. It's got such a good turning lock, but more importantly, it's very, very easy. So I'll show you now. All I'm going to do here, and I'm stationary, right? I'm going to take 2 fingers and I'm going to turn the car. 2 fingers, and I'm going to put my foot on the accelerator, and it just holds in place. I'm going to make the cameraman sick, but there we go. And I'm back to where I started, and I can straighten the wheels out so easily. So let's go on the road. So even here, I'm in a park at the moment, but the great thing is I feel comfortable. The car feels very, very easy. So the slower I'm going, the steering really nice and loose and easy. And we'll notice when I get onto the motorway just now, it's going to stiffen up. And the cool thing with that is, at speed, there's no play on the steering wheel. Indicators, very, very easy to find. It's on the right-hand side. And this is what I like about small SUVs. So here's a little island and it's kind of built up and full of shrubs, but I can easily see over it. Now, if I was in a normal sedan or hatchback, I wouldn't be able to see over that. Very, very smooth. So this vehicle runs, the motor, it's a 2-litre CVT, constant variable transmission, which is incredibly reliable. And obviously that's pretty evident because of the warranty that Mitsubishi's put out. And very smooth to drive. The nice thing about a But if I don't want it, it's just very easy. And you find that that's always going to help with your fuel efficiency. So this vehicle is also extremely fuel efficient. We're running at about 7.6 liters to 100 kilometers. And you'll probably find on the open road, you'll definitely get that down. I can honestly say that sitting in here, I feel like I could do a long trip and get out and feel really relaxed after driving this car. It's also 5-star NCAP safety rated. So it's got 7 airbags. We've got front airbags, side airbags, curtain airbags, as well as the driver's also got a knee airbag down here, which is terrific. We've also got side impact bars and then our RISE technology. So this vehicle, we've got crumple zone points. So if you were to have an accident, the car's designed to absorb the shock, which just makes it a lot easier on your body. So we're going to be getting onto the motorway up here, and we're going to be turning left and just do a little run back towards the dealership. What I really want to focus on now is just how easy the cruise control is to utilize on this car. So in order for me to do that, and what I'm going to do here is just from a stand quickly. So we got our limits 100k an hour here, but I'm putting my foot down. Hell, that's smooth. And the speed's climbing nicely, but it's not jerky at all. Get my indicator on, make sure it's all safe behind me. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to push the little cruise control button here. It says cruise over there. I'm going to tap it down now. Easy. I feel comfortable, I feel good. The road noise on the car is very, very quiet. And if I want to accelerate, I don't have to put my leg on the accelerator. I can actually just push the lever up here. And there we go, 100k an hour, or I can deaccelerate from here as well. With cruise control, as soon as I hit the brake or the accelerator, I override it. So if I hit the accelerator now, I'm out of cruise control. Hit the brake, and I deactivate it from this button here. We're going to take this the next off ramp here, and what I want to do now, because that's a bit of open road driving, but heading back to the dealership, it's a lot more traffic. And let's just see what the vehicle feels like in those conditions. So I really want to focus on everyday driving here, which is a bit of motorway, a bit of urban driving, and a bit of traffic congestion. Now the nice thing is here, we're coming up to the traffic lights, and what I'm going to do is, normally what people would do in a case like this, they'd be stopping and then putting the car into neutral and putting the handbrake up. I've got my foot on the brake and I'm not going to take it off the brake, but we have got a 3-second hold. Now what that means, there's enough time to go from the brake onto the accelerator without the car rolling backwards. So I don't have to worry about the handbrake. Right, so there we have it. Fantastic morning in the Mitsubishi ASX XLS. And I've covered just a little bit on the styling, the interior and the drive. The big feature is this vehicle, which is our smallest SUV, is priced at $27,990 plus delivery costs. And I just want to emphasize that again, $27,990 plus delivery costs, and that's GST inclusive. So I'm inviting you to come down to Simon Lucas Motors on the North Shore and test drive this car. It's a big growing market. Bring your trade assessments in. We've got a highly trained team here that will listen to your needs, identify with you, and make sure you have a fantastic experience. So please come on down to Simon Lucas Motors on the North Shore and experience the Mitsubishi ASX XLS at $27,990 plus delivery costs.